Happy summer. Today, I'm going to give you my top 5 tips for the safe and effective use of sunscreen. I know, super exciting, but it's important. Okay. Our skin is important and the way we take care of it is important. So I want to make sure that all of you are educated on how to safely and effectively use your sunscreen so that you are not frustrated and you're not burning yourself or your kids when you go out to play in the pool or go to the beach or whatever. So my top 5 tips are, the first one is to replace your sunscreen every summer. So just like all skincare products, sunscreen loses its efficacy over time. So in order to get the most out of your sunscreen, you're going to want to make sure that you are replacing it so that you're using fresh sunscreen that is not outdated or expired. Okay, so that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is how to use it. So what order do you use the sunscreen in, right? So if you are an avid skincare routine person and you like to wear makeup, this is the order that you're going to do it in. So you're going to do your skincare regimen first, because those skincare products are designed to absorb into the deeper layers of the skin for your benefit. And sunscreen is designed to sit as a protective barrier on your face. You're going to want to put that on after your moisturizer. And then if you apply makeup after that, you're going to do that at the end. Okay. So you're going to do your skincare regimen, including your moisturizer, then the sunscreen, then your foundation and further makeup routine. Okay. That's the order that you're going to use it in. Then my tip number 3 is this is the most annoying one and the one that I miss sometimes too, but is to reapply your sunscreen every 2 hours. So exposure to light and air is going to decrease the efficacy of your sunscreen. Same with your skincare products, right? So just be aware that as you're outside, and if you're out for more than 2 hours at a time, you're going to want to reapply that sunscreen even more often if you're swimming or you're sweating. Okay. So how many times have I sent my daughter out to go to the pool with her friends? My daughter is a redhead with freckles and the most milky white skin, even more so than mine. And if she's out there for more than 2 hours without sunscreen, she is getting fried like a lobster. Okay. So don't do this to your kids. Don't do this to yourself. It's no fun. Just reapply and then you're going to be cool. And if you tend to burn easily, find some shade. I mean, that's the simplest thing to do. Wear a hat. Those kinds of things are also really, really effective. But if you can't do that, definitely make sure you're reapplying the sunscreen. Set a timer if you have to. We all have devices everywhere to help us with that. Okay. My 4th tip is, if you have sensitive skin, which let's face it, a lot of us do, if you have sensitive skin, use a mineral-based sunscreen. Mineral-based sunscreen is going to sit on the top layer of your skin. It's not going to absorb into your skin like a chemical sunscreen. And so that's what often causes irritation for people that have sensitive skin. So just a little FYI on that. Zinc oxide, titanium dioxide are your friends if you have sensitive skin. They are also reef safe. So safe for you, safe for the planet. I love mineral-based sunscreens. And quick sidebar, Beauty Counter, all of their sunscreens, whether they're for face or body, are all zinc oxide based. Okay, so last tip is how much to use. This is where we oftentimes fail in using sunscreen effectively. Okay, we use it so sparingly that it doesn't work. So it doesn't matter what the SPF is. You're not going to get what the efficiency and effectiveness of the SPF if you're not applying enough. Okay, so how much do we want to use? For face, we want to use a nickel size. Okay, so put that in your hand as a reference for how much to use on your face. And for your body, I mean, lots of skin there. This is the biggest organ of our systems. You're going to want to use a shot glass size, a 1 ounce portion for your body. Okay, and that's hard to measure when you're using a spray. So my tip for using a spray is to, especially if it's a chemical spray, because oftentimes these are propelled with chemicals. And so I prefer to spray into my hand and then rub on my body or on my kids or whatever. My kids are old enough to do their own now, so don't worry, I'm not spraying on one with sunscreen anymore. But anyway, so yeah, spray it on your hand and then put it on your body so you know that you're really getting the coverage. And use a sunscreen or a sun lotion that you can actually see, because the transparent ones, though they're nice, you really don't know where you put them on your body, and oftentimes we miss spots. So that's why I love the Beauty Counter sun spray, is because A, it's propelled with air and not chemicals. So you're not having to worry about inhaling any of those chemicals or putting those into the environment. So that's good, number one. And number two, it does go on white and then absorbs into your skin. So you can actually see where it's going on to your skin, and you can see where you've missed spot. Those are my tips and a little bonus education about sunscreen use. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, DM me, send me an email, however you want to do that. And I'm happy to help you pick safer sunscreen products. I like to use, as far as choosing sunscreen products, of course, I love Beauty Counter's products. They are safe for the planet, safe for you. And but if you have other products that you really love and you want to see what their safety rating is, go and download EWG's Healthy Living app. You can get it on Google Play, you can get it on Apple App Store, and you can look up the safety ratings for many, many, many sunscreens, as well as skincare products, makeup, household cleaners, whatever. I love plugging this app because it's what I use to pick safer products for myself and my family. So have a great summer, and I'm going to show you all about my favorite Beauty Counter sunscreens in the next video.